All right, guys, it's about to be a sticky one, isn't it? Okay, so I'm trying to I'm trying to get the right position of the cameras. I have my shades on because the the eyes are the windows to the soul, and I ain't sharing my soul with nobody. Alright, so this is the first time I'm going with this format. We're gonna try it on LinkedIn. It's a bit less professional, but I feel it's much more effective. Can also do the first test run in English. English videos usually do a bit better than German videos. Alright, so let's just jump into it, right? So what are we talking about today, innit? I'm not British. I don't have a British accent. I'm just let's go with I have the shades. So let's go with the British accent. What are we talking today about, innit? We're talking today about DIMC Services, innit? Alright, so DIMC Services is a company that was co-founded by me, and four including me, excellent people. What problem were we trying to solve when we came up with the idea? Basically, we can tear it down. I'm just gonna flip through the website, so it's not too boring, is it? Basically, the AI revolution, realizing that AI agents, um, are they've been a thing. Honestly, if one wants to think about expert systems going back to the, I want to say 70s, before you had, I want to say, the second AI winter. And then large language models basically have changed everything. One of the first things that we basically thought of was, hey, with like type, and ChatGPT replies you quite fast. People are going to want to go with solutions that give very rapid responses. Basically, we can't deploy AI the way we've deployed typical software solutions, simply because there's technologies to deploy it in a much more advanced way. So, right, what we have here is an e-commerce platform, because we deliver our AI agents on an e-commerce basis. Essentially, it's quite difficult, and it's not scalable if you have to have these long meetings with companies, educate them on what AI is, sell them on the product, um, and have like 10, 20 meetings with 10, 20 different departments, trying to figure out what essentially the whole team wants, what's going to make the company function much more efficiently. It's going to take a lot of time, and companies would have to pay a lot for it. Essentially, it's like if we have 30 employees, spending time with your 30 employees, to be able to deploy an AI agent that is quite complex on its own. When you think about data security, when you think about how is the data being retrieved, essentially, how is the data being gotten, how is it being managed, is one dealing with encryptions or cryptography. It's a deal on its own, right? So in order to avoid that process, long story short, is we developed this technology and systems to make it easy, accessible. You want your AI agent, you got your AI agent. We're talking Neo, we're talking Matrix. All right. So essentially, there are a bunch of like fun Easter eggs, right, to show how much thought we put into each product, into the product development process. So if you notice, like we got your mocha monitor, we got your croissant connector, we got your mango mint, we got your marshmallow muffin. That's called an allegory. So all of them, if you know, mocha monitor is an MM, croissant connector is a CC, mango mint is an MM, marshmallow muffin is an MM. Sounding like mother's milk. If you watch The Boys, you got it. But essentially, it's realizing that a lot of people are intimidated by AI, seeing that it is going to not steal jobs, but essentially change the workforce forever. Um, that's why Frankenstein was popular when electricity was invented, right? So our approach here is to demystify the the technology, connect it to something that's basic, it's fundamental, and it's fun, because that's what AI is. It's a revolution. You're staying right before the Renaissance. It's fun. It's crazy. There's a lot going on. So when we want people hopping on our platform, we want people essentially making the right associations. Okay, AI is sweet. It's fun. It's creative. Can be personalized. You know, some of these things are culturally specific. You know, croissant is a French thing. It's a European thing, right? So it's like if we're to build a store in Japan, probably go more with like Hello Kitty and stuff like that. Okay, so let's hop into it, right? So I'll pick something else. We got like this mango mint. You know, it's winter. It's cold. You want a cool drink because you're a cold guy. And we start by breaking down essentially the services that are going to be performed. Now this is going to be a bit generic, because intellectual property is a thing. We don't want our competitors coming on our website, taking a look at how we do stuff and implementing the same thing. So on the web page, you do have, I won't call it too generic, but in terms of the details of the implementation and the workflow, it is generic, because we do expect that most people are very new to AI, so there's no need for us to be putting stuff like RAG, LangChain, NLP, and so on and so forth. We want to basically meet the customers where they are. You understand email campaigns, you understand lead nurturing, you understand automation, right? So a lot of it is about, okay, where's the customer? What does the customer understand? The product itself, as soon as you click this nice button right here and you purchase it with PayPal, so it's going only for 10 euros. That essentially is a reservation fee. Then we're going to send you a contract where we break down essentially the workflow even more. Can our competitors still like buy products for like 10 euros just to get our workflow, copy that, go paste it somewhere else? Sure, they can do that. You know, but they pay 10 euros for it. And you can't avoid it, right? Because what we do really is, you see it right here at the end. We're really focused on the consulting and the implementation part, right? It's like, first of all, we advise you, you know, you got Mistral, you got Llama, they're open source, you got GPT-4o, closed source. You always recommend open source if you're a business, because GPT is costing about 200 a month. With this new world economy, you don't want to be too reliant on certain providers, right? Especially when you have the Trump administration. Nothing against Mr. Trump, nothing against President Trump, but he is known to be very pro-America, America first. So it's not unrealistic that they unplug that button in it. Okay, so I'll stop here for today, because I don't want the video to be unnecessarily long. It's just a breakdown of okay, what exactly are we doing? Perhaps I could just jump here for a bit, right? So we got it broken down into sectors. We'd like to add much more sectors. Right now we have KI für Beratungsunternehmen, that's AI for consulting companies. We have KI für E-commerce Unternehmen, that's AI for e-commerce companies. We want to have develop custom AI agents and AI agentic solutions, right? Because an AI agent functions often in isolation, and when you talk about agentic solutions, which is what we do, it's basically the whole network. It's like, how many agents exist, how many people exist, how many tools do the people have, and how many tools do the agents have, and how do all these things interact? That's DIMC Services for you, where the Duke, intelligence and management. I messed that part up, but you know what? I'm gonna leave it in. I'm gonna leave it in because everybody makes mistakes when they're talking, but we don't make mistakes when we deliver on your product, right? So if you're an e-commerce company, you come, you click, we have the brief detail of like the fact that it's specifically product thought and developed for by e-commerce professionals, AI e-commerce professionals for e-commerce professionals. All right, this is my first video. I'm gonna cap it here. We're gonna try other stuff in the future. Peace.